Cecil, and it's Saturday, and I hope that you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving if you are here in the US and celebrated. Um, but today I am bringing you a speed build in Willow Creek. Now, this is actually a speed build that has a very specific purpose, and it is all very much related to my current family that I'm playing with on stream, which means that I am going to tell you about them. So, as you can see from the title of the house, from the title of the video, this is a speed build for my Sims Servo. Right now, we're playing the Not So Berry Challenge, and if you know anything about the Not So Berry Challenge, then you'll know that Gen 3 is the Yellow Gen Sim. And because the Yellow Gen Sim was supposed to be super into space and engineering and all of that stuff, I decided to have her um, go to university to get her engineering degree or her physics degree, whichever one that was like actually called. And while she was there, she joined the robotics team and she got her robotics skill all of the way up, so she was able to build a servo. I've never built a servo before in The Sims 4, so I was extremely excited to get to play with that aspect of the game. And because we knew that the Yellow Gen Sim wasn't going to be the most present parent, we wanted to have Servo kind of be the stand-in mom. She was going to be like the robo nanny, you know? And so everything kind of went according to plan. Servo was created. She's a cute sim and she absolutely loves, the kids that she looks after. Um she is one of three co-parents for them, basically, because my yellow Gen Sim lives with her platonic partner, and so they both take care of the kids as well as Servo. But obviously, Servo has done the majority of this, so she loves taking care of the family. She loves just like that family stuff in general. I don't know. Um, she's very much like housewife, but in a way that she wants to be. She also is a computer programmer, freelance, so she does that in her own time as well. But the thing about Servo is that when she was created, she was randomly created with the romantic trait. And because I've been so busy with the actual challenge, Servo's love life has not really been pursued that much, as much as it makes me sad to say. So I built this house because I want to, when we get to that point in the Let's Play, which is coming up pretty soon, I want for her to build her own partner, because she also has high enough robotic skill to do that. I want her to build her partner, and then for them to basically get married, move into this house together. I'm thinking that they'll adopt a kid, and they'll have that nice suburban dream. So that was the idea behind this house. Right now, I am starting to do the floor plan to the best of my ability. um, I really wanted this house to kind of feel like it fits the vibes of the other houses in this neighborhood. This neighborhood in Willow Creek is the same area where the pancakes live. So it's kind of that like modernized Victorian vibe, if that makes any sense. I don't know. And I wanted to include two bedrooms and just to make it feel like a family making house. Um, so we've got the two bedrooms upstairs, and then we've got like the living space and kitchen and whatnot downstairs. And yeah, Servo loves to cook, so that is another thing about her. She loves cooking, and because of that, I wanted to make sure that she had a nice big kitchen to do that in. Even though both her and her partner are not going to be eating any of the food, they will have a child that they can cook for at least. So that's something. um, but yeah, I wanted to make sure to have like just a nice area. So the kitchen is kind of sharing a space with the entryway. And it took me a little while to figure out how I wanted to place everything in here, but I think that it ended up pretty okay. Um, yeah. I'm not sure how much more there is to say about it, to be honest. At this moment, we are just furnishing a kitchen. So I'm gonna tell you about my week. So, obviously, at the point when I'm recording this, it's Monday, so I don't know how my week has really gone, but I know how my week is about to go, which is to say, a little chaotic and busy. I have a neuropsych evaluation tomorrow, which is going to be an all day affair. Um, so I am trying to cram in as much content prep into today as I possibly can. This means that, or especially because, like Thanksgiving is on Thursday and on Wednesday, I'll be doing stuff to make sure that the house is ready to be decorated and also recovering from a long appointment. And then Friday, we will be decorating. There's just going to be no time to do any of my usual, like, slow and steady content creation throughout the week, so I had to make sure that everything was set to go. Uh, and it has been a lot. Last week, I tried to make 2 weeks worth of content in the time that I usually would have made 1 week's worth, and I was able to get about a week and a half out of it, but I still had a lot of things that I needed to squeeze in today. Luckily, I am not streaming this week at all because of the fact that I have so much going on. um, so I was able to squeeze a lot of things in during Monday evening when I usually would have been streaming by now. um, but yeah, so it's a little chaotic. I feel a little frantic, but I'm gonna feel so good once everything is just set and scheduled, and I'll know it's ready. Oh, as you can see, I am using some of the new furniture from the pastel pop kit. I think that it is just so cute, and I feel like the pastel vibes really just it's really Servo's vibe as well. I don't know. I will show you guys Servo. Like I'll show a screenshot of her. I'm sure that I have one somewhere. I'll put it up on screen like here. Um yeah, so I kind of have like a cozy sitting area that I imagine they would do like needlepoint and knitting by the fireplace, and then I have a more conventional living room space in that same room with the couch and the TV. Anyways, now we're going upstairs, and I decided to furnish this room for a toddler. I wasn't completely sure what age I wanted to go with, but I figured, you know what, probably a toddler. I feel like Servo would want to do that all over again. Which can't relate personally, but I won't be playing with her, so she can have her toddler. That's fine, not my problem. um but yeah, I figure she'll probably adopt a baby or a toddler, so it would make sense to have the room furnished for a toddler. Um, and then in her room, I wanted to have a nice workspace for her to, do her computer programming and whatnot. And you will see that there is technically a room that looks like it's supposed to be an ensuite bathroom uh, next to their bedroom. But since obviously servos don't use the toilet and they don't shower, that could kill them, and all of this stuff. I actually made it like they converted the room instead to be a room for the robotics table so that they can like make their enhancement pieces and whatnot. Because that's kind of like the servo version of a bathroom routine type thing, right? I don't know. Getting your oil changed and whatnot. I don't know. I thought that it was fun. I thought that was a good place to squeeze that table on in since they didn't need that bathroom. Obviously, there's a guest bathroom downstairs with a shower in it, and there is a tub in the house because there will be a toddler. So, you know. I put a game in the living room of Don't Make the Llama. There is the crochet, or not crochet, there is the cross stitch basket. And then I wanted to like put some magazine clutter and whatnot on the table. Um, yeah, I think at this point I'm just going through the clutter category and throwing stuff in places. Because I wanted this house to look so warm and so lived in, and this was just like the best way that I knew how to do that. I love clutter. Clutter in The Sims is so good. I mean, even in real life, I don't like really pristine empty spaces cuz it just feels sad to look at. What are you looking at? There's nothing there. I don't know. Maybe it's the ADHD or I don't even know what, but I like to have stuff around. Plus, the more stuff that's actually in my line of vision, the less likely I am to forget where it is. And that is the ADHD. um, but yeah, so I put like some magazine stacks and some open notebooks and some paper and, just fun family items that I love to have in any home and also some of the new stuff that I'm especially loving using. Seriously, the Sims team really popped off with the everyday clutter kit. It is something that like it had so many items that I really wanted and we just never had. So I don't know. I love it. I love it a lot. um but yeah, so I'm trying to find more clutter to squeeze in around the house and whatnot and just continuing to make it look lived in. And I did put a lot of clutter on the kitchen counters, but they should still be able to cook on that one counter that's completely clear and possibly the corner counter. Sometimes I'll see Sims cooking on a corner counter, so I feel like that's usable, but I'm not 100% sure. So I don't know. Either way, there's at least one counter that they can cook on, and that is all that they need. um, but yeah. So now we're starting to get to the outside. So I still wanted to keep that family vibe, but like now I wanted to sort of get that like summertime grilling American dream type white picket fence vibe, have some planters outside because Servo loves the outdoors. That's one of her traits. Put a recycler. I think another one of her traits are recycle disciple, loves the outdoors, and romantic. Um, those are the traits that she randomized with, and I decided to keep them because I thought that it would be fun. But yeah, so I gave her a little garden space, and then I put some playground equipment for the kids, as well as one that can be used when they're a toddler. I did not put any water items outside like I usually would because I don't think that Servo would like autonomously use the sprinkler or anything, but it's a non-zero chance that she might do that. And I really didn't want to risk it because that would kill her. I mean, she doesn't autonomously use anything when she's in my household, but it still makes me nervous. I also used a lot of the wallpapers from the Pastel Pop kit because I think they're really cute. I like them a lot, and I love how well they mix and match together. I think that it's really fun. Um, yeah, so now we're putting in some wall decor, which is something that was missing from my last build because I ran out of budget right as I was getting to the point of being able to do that. And oh, yes, I put the plant tub in there because when we were building Servo's room in their current house, uh I was trying to fill it with some sort of outdoorsy related clutter and I was like, what if we just put this bathtub here? So it's kind of a joke back to that that she has the plant tub in her room. And who knows, maybe this time it actually makes sense and that's like the bathtub from the master bedroom that they converted into a planter to put in the room instead. um so yeah, now we're just adding plants as more decoration and clutter, and I hope they like this house so badly. I really do. Because, I mean, I don't know what traits Servo's partner is going to have, but if she ends up being a snob, if that robot ends up being a snob Sims hate my builds. It's just it's just a fact. At least my houses. I feel like I've built restaurants that they've enjoyed, but never really a house. I've built houses that they feel neutral about. Um, the tiny home that I started my Black Widow sim in, she was neutral about that. She was all right with it. um, but she didn't love it. She wasn't like, ah, yes, this is inspiringly decorated from being a snob. That really made the red gen difficult, by the way, because my sim was bored all of the time because the house wasn't decorated enough for air liking, and I'm just like, come on, please. um, but yeah, I gave it some good lot traits to help with skill building and whatnot. Not that I'll be playing in it, but it's for the concept of it. But anyways, let's hop into game and see how it looks. So here we are in game, and as I mentioned, I built it over in the Courtyard Lane neighborhood, close to the pancakes, so I tried to kind of follow the vibe while still making it look cute. I think I succeeded. I feel like it fits in here, and let's go take a look at it. When we load in, we have this cute little front. I really like the garden that I did in the front. I feel like I made up for the lack of landscaping in the last one. We've got some flower boxes on the window. I also gave them the get together mailbox because I don't know, the flowers, it really feels like Servo's vibes. And then we've got some more plants out here on the porch, and we've got this brick pathway that goes up. And then we go in, and in the entryway is also the kitchen. We've got the umbrella stand here because the Servos definitely need that. We've got the thermostat. We've got this box of clutter over here, and then we have the actual kitchen. So there's some phone and coin clutter over here, some cooking related clutter here, but this one they should be able to cook on, and that should be totally fine. Here is, a little shoe rack and a little chores board, and the dining table for having people over. And then we go into this room, and we've got the Don't Wake the Llama table for family game night type things. We've also got this little space full of clutter on the coffee table, and it can be a reading nook. It also can be a place to watch TV. We've got a little bucket of snacks over here, and of course, there's more plants just everywhere. We've got a chess table over here for grinding up that logic skill, and we've got this cozy little area here where you can either knit or do some cross stitch. And then in here, we've got a half bath with a toilet, sink, and a shower. And I figure this is kind of a guest bathroom. If anything ever happens and one of your guests at a party is smelly, they can hop in the shower. And over here, I decided to put a laundry room. Only one sim in the house will need laundry to be done. Obviously, it'll only be the child because servos don't wear clothes. So that will be pretty easy for them to maintain, I think. And also, I just think that this space is so cute. And then when we go upstairs, we've got a pretty simple hallway. There's a plant, there's a window, In here, we've got this bathroom with a tub so that they can bathe the toddler, as well as just, like a regular toilet sink. In here, we have the kids' room. We've got some toy boxes. We've got the plate tent thing. We've got the building blocks. We've got this little unicorn toy. And we've got the toddler potty. We've got a Wabbit tablet. And we also have a nice dollhouse squeezed in here and the little pink race car bed. So this toddler will definitely never want for anything. And then in here, we have Servo's bedroom. We have a lot of plant-related clutter. I wanted to put this sort of like dresser drawer planter, kind of the same concept as the tub, where it's like, I imagine there was maybe an old dresser when they moved in that like the old owners hadn't taken out. And so Servo was like, well, we don't really need a dresser because we don't wear clothes, and this is like way too fancy and old for our kid. Why don't we convert it into another planter? So we have it hanging on the wall, and it's got more plants. That's from the Werewolves pack, actually, and I just thought it was really cute. We've got some nightstand clutter of like a journal, a sticky note, and some pens. And then I've also got this new cork board where I imagine Servo will put like Polaroids of family photos. And then we've got a bonsai tree because, or a bonsai bush. We've got a bonsai bush because Servo loves gardening, and I'm sure that she would love floral arranging too, and this will grind up both of those skills. And then we've got this mirror, which I think is super cute, and it just really fits the vibes. And then over here, we've got some paint-related clutter because there's an easel. And then we have a woodworking table because Servo likes handiness. And then we have her little workstation for when she's working on her computer programming job. And then in here we have the formerly master bathroom, now converted into a robotics room. Then, when we go outside from the kitchen, we've got three planters on the back porch. We've got a grill and a summer drink stand. And this grill and side table sort of combo is from the one of the newer the Desert Lux kit, which if you were already playing The Sims 4 when it came out, we got this for free, which was very exciting, and I like to make use of it in my builds because I actually really like the items. We've got this like pink and green picnic table, which I thought was really cute and interesting, with a little candlelight on it. And then we have a recycler out here because Servo does like she is a recycle disciple, so I think she'd like that. And then we've got a nice 3x4 plot of planter, garden patches. Yeah. And I gave them a little scarecrow. And then we've got these monkey bars, the swing set, and the toddler slide so that the child can play at all of their life stages. That is that. That is the whole house. I really enjoyed building this, and it was super fun to build it for a sim that I actually play with. Even though I will no longer be playing with her when she goes into this house. But that's okay. That's okay. I can still love it for right now. But I will see you guys on Thursday, I believe, for the next episode or the next part, I guess, of my Legacy Challenge series. We're going to be doing basically another speed build because I have to rebuild my Legacy house for that because we finally have some money. Um, but I will see you guys then. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below if there are any other sorts of builds that you would like to see in the future. You can follow me in the links in the description box below, including my Twitch. I will be streaming again starting on Monday, and we are so close to the affiliate concurrent viewer average requirement. We're so close. Share this video with somebody else if you would like to, and if you have not done so yet, subscribe. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.